Hello friends, how are you doing? In the video of today, we will learn together how to apply for visa for Chile step by step. In this video, we will be explaining the visa policy of this country, how to fill the application form, how and where to apply for the visa, all travel rules due to COVID-19, all the required documents that you will need while applying, and in the end, we'll ask you a question that we will discuss together in the comments. So make sure you watch this video till the end. But before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any inquiry or question, please write it down there in the comment section below. If we will look together at the visa policy map of Chile, we will find that almost all the South American countries can enter Chile either with a passport or with the ID card only, but for the rest of the world, all the North American countries, almost all European countries, Turkey, Russia, South Africa, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Japan, Korea, those countries can enter to Chile without obtaining any visa. But for the rest of the world, speaking about India, Pakistan, Egypt, Algeria, China, those countries, if you belong to any of the rest of the countries, then you will need to obtain a visa before traveling to Chile. So in order to apply for a visa for Chile, this is the official website of the Ministry of External Relations. So in this site, you will get here first. You can translate it to the English version because it's both Spanish and English. And to find out information on how to obtain visas, you need to check the consulates, visit your nearest consulate. But once you click here, this page will open in front of you where you can find more information about the consulates around the world. Let's assume that if you're applying from Africa, for example, you will find consulates in like Africa and the Middle East. You will find in Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and any of those regions. If you're applying from Asia, for example, you will find in Pakistan, in India. If you click India, for example, and click Sesión Consular de Chile in Nueva Delhi, so if you click here, this page will open in front of you, and this is the website of the consular section of Chile in New Delhi. You can click here for the English version, and for next to the service here, you will find this section, the visas. Once you click over the visas, this page will appear in front of you, and they will be telling you to check the available information about the visa. Click here, and once you click here, this page will appear in front of you, this page in Spanish, so I recommend you to translate it using Google translation into English, and they will be telling you down there to get more information about the temporary stay visa or tourist visa. Click over this link. Once you click here, this page will appear in front of you. In this page, there are explanations about the visa. Sadly, it's not translated into English, but luckily I know Spanish, so I can translate it for you. And the first thing here, completar el formulario en SS Ciudadanos. So this is the site that you have to click on so you can fill the application form. And once you click here, this page will open in front of you, and luckily it is in both Spanish and English. You click in English here, and once you click in English, you will find here the visa application, or to complete visa application, or to check the visa requirements. Let's click visa application. Okay, and once you click visa application, this section will appear in front of you. You will have to get to fill the details of the trip, applicants identification, contacts and family, general description, activities in Chile, attached documents, and we will start filling this application right now together. So let's fill this application together. First, let's choose the country. I am applying from India, for example. You can choose any country. Every single country exists here. Consulates, of Chile, okay, in Nueva Delhi, in New Delhi. Date of birth, okay, let's choose your birth date of birth, please. For example, this date. Okay, passport number. Okay, type of passport, let's ordinary passport. Passport issuing country, okay, let's stick with India. Okay. Why India's not coming? Okay. Nationality as shown in passport. Okay, let's stick to India. If you're applying from Pakistan, it is the same thing. If you're applying from Egypt, it is the same thing. A passport expiry date. Let's say it will expire at that date. Okay. Type of visa. I want one entry visa or multiple entry visa. Let's choose multiple entry visa, for example. All right. The price. Okay. The time limits visa is 90 days. Okay, and the price of the visa is $76, and it is converted here into the local money. Okay, period of stay in Chile in days. So the days limit is 90 days. Let's say I will stay 60 days. Expected date of arrival in Chile. I will arrive, for example, in April, in the middle of April, for example. Okay, email. I'll write my email. Okay, confirm email. I can see from this microphone. Hold it. Cool. Okay, security code. All right, then I accept. Then click continue. Hey, click continue. Yes. All right, now I'm in the second section, applicant's identification, name as shown in passport, and these parts with red star are required. Okay, family name, other name not required, middle name not required. Just in case you have, just fill it. Male, country of birth, please. India. Okay. City of birth, New Delhi. Nationality of origin, let's key with India. Okay. Type of skin, you don't have to fill those, but you can fill it. Okay, for example, Asian, color of hair, black. Where's black? Where's black? Hairless, black. Okay, yeah. Color of eyes, blue. Height in centimeters, 200. I like that. Save and continue. You can save and exit, but we will save and continue. And in the next section, you will write the contact and family. Here, the date is written. And this is the code of validation. So you need to save this code in case you will complete it later, because this is the code you need to get access again to your application. Country of residence, India. City of residence, contact phone. Okay, de facto relationship, number of children, 0. Okay, father's name, father's surname, father's original nationality, let's keep it India. Country residence of father, okay, let's keep it India. Mother's name, still mother's original nationality, let's keep it India. Country residence mother, India. Then save and continue. All right, loading. All right, general description, choose level of education. Okay, university, profession, engineer, occupation, okay, something like that. Contacts in Chile, if there, add. but you can add a contact. Chile, choose type of relationship. If I want to add, I want to check if I can add a hostel. Undeclared relationship study. No specified name. You can give the name of the hostel. Surname. Not a name of the, just the name of the hostel. Surname. Other name of the hostel. Choose nationality. Chile. Okay. Country of residence. Okay, let's check if we can just don't give. Okay. Okay. Save and continue. Okay, you have to give those informations. City of residence, home phone number. So this is your contact. You can give the contact of your hostel and click attach. Okay, then save and continue. Activity in Chile. I would like to say tourism, just tourism. Name of employment, education, state of place of activity in Chile. Name of the hostel, address of the hostel, city of the hostel, countries visited before. If you visited any countries before, please give more information. No thanks. Okay. Si le presenta la ciudad corresponde a un menor de edad que viaje solo, recuerdo presentar permiso de viaje para menor de edad. But like if there is a minor and this minor is applying, then do you need a permission from an older person who's responsible of this minor? Okay. Cerrar, close. So those are the documents that you will need to attach. There are main documents that you must attach, like the photograph, the passport, the documentos, the solvencia económica, like your bank statement, your ability to fund yourself, a letter of invitation or hotel reservation, and for the rest of those documents are not obligatory. So let's start with this document. Attach a photograph. We will speak about all the documents needed in details in the end of this video, but first let's fill this part. Okay, add the picture, select, okay, travel Denver, passport for example. Okay, select the paper that proves that you are economically okay. Okay, select invitation letter or the hotel reservation. Select. Once the main papers are selected, you can click save and continue. And if you have any additional notes, you can add them here. All right, now you can review your application summary, all the details over here. In case there's something that you don't understand, you can just like in something in Spanish, just translate it using Google Translation. Now I want to print it, to print my visa application, because of course I'll be taking it with me to the embassy along with all the documents. So this is the visa application after printing it, and now I will click end. Okay, and by clicking end, all right, I submitted my visa through this portal. And now I am having this visa application form with me. So what you need to do after that is printing this application form and taking it along with all the required documents that we will be speaking about in the end of this video to the nearest Chilean embassy in your country if you're applying from India or Pakistan or Egypt or any other country, and there you will have to submit all your documents, pay your fees, and in case everything goes right with you, you will be issued a visa to visit Chile. So of course, due to COVID-19, there are some travel restrictions to Chile. So before traveling, at least 27 hours before boarding, you must be taking a PCR test, and the result must be negative. And according to this result, you can of course flight to take it with you. This will be helping you to board the flight, because you can't board the flight without it. Along with it, you will have to fill a traveler's affidavit, something like you are confirming your situation. You will just need to click here. Sorry, the site is only in Spanish. This will help you to translate it in English. Just click get in, and here you will create your email. After creating your email, you will have to fill the form inside this site. You need also to be having a health insurance that covers this amount, this range in USD. If you can also make it in euros, because euros are like much expensive than USD in general. You must be having a complete 2 doses, which must be validated at this site, the same site. This site and this site, they are the same sites. And you have to understand that PCR or antigen test shall be randomly done at the point of entry to Chile. Those who undergo the antigen test shall wait for the result at the point of entry, and those are the main rules in case you are traveling to Chile, and in case you want to know what to do before traveling and the COVID-19 rules. So what are the travel documents that you need to prepare before applying for the visa? Speaking about your passport must be original, and it must not be older than 10 years, with at least 6 months of remaining validity, and with at least 2 blank visa pages for the stamps. In many cases, you will need also a passport photocopy. It might be 1 copy or more than 1, and it's preferred to be colored, and both data page and photo page must be shown if separated. In some cases, you might be required to photocopy every single page of your passport, but in general, only the data page and the photo page are the needed ones. Speaking about the personal pictures, you will need at least 2 personal pictures. Sometimes only 1 is needed, other times 3 pictures are needed, but in general, there are only 2. They must be new, not older than 6 months. It should be clear and show your full face, and it is preferred to be with white background, and you should give normal and neutral expressions. No head or face covering is acceptable except for religious reasons. Speaking about the visa application form, in general cases you need only 1 copy of the visa application form, but sometimes you might be required to submit 2 copies or even 3. Visa forms are different from a country to another. In general cases, you should print it and fill it manually, but many countries now are providing their application form in an online platform, so you can fill the application form online, and after that you can print it and sign it. Anyway, for the application form, you just fill it as we do in the video. In most of the visa application processes, you will be required to provide a proof of status. For example, if you are an employee, you will have to provide a letter from your employer or from your HR department mentioning your name, your work detail, and your salary. And both address and contact numbers should be mentioned also in that letter. And all letters must have an original signature and a stamp. But in case you are the owner of the company or you run your own business, then your commercial registry and your tax card must be presented. But if you are a student in a school or a college, an enrollment letter should be provided from your university or your school. In some certain cases, you might be applying from a country different than your own country. At that moment, you will need to provide a proof of a legal status, which is a certificate of legal residence in this country. And in some cases, a valid residence visa for this country can be also accepted. You will also need to provide a proof of sufficient funds, which is a bank statement stating your balance for at least 6 months. The original bank statement must show your name and should be signed and stamped by the bank representatives. And remember that cash will not be accepted as a proof of fund. You should also provide a flight reservation. It could be an initial booking, but in some minor cases, you will need to provide a confirmed booking. And remember that this flight reservation must include a return ticket. So let me show you a short tutorial in how to book your flight, and we will use this site, skyscanner.net. Alright, starting with our site, this part is a little bit boring, but we will see what we can do. First, you have to select what type of flight you want. A return flight, like 2 ways, going and returning, or one-way flight, or multi-city. And let me show you an option. If you would like to change the language, you can change it from here. You can choose your language, you can choose your country, you can choose your currency, whatever fits you. Alright, so assuming that you have, for example, a travel plan, you're moving between different cities, so you can choose this multi-city option. You can add different cities here, and you can adjust your date of arrival, date of departure, and you can book all these tickets at once, which is a very great option. But let's just assume you are moving from only one city to another, and you want to have a return flight going and returning back. So assuming you are going from Istanbul, of course you can choose whatever you want, if it's in Istanbul or Surat or whatever airport it is, and returning, what is your destination? Where are you going? You're going to Delhi, or you're going to Tbilisi, or whatever, Georgia, Tbilisi. And here you will have to choose your departure date, and here you'll have to choose your return date, and here you have to choose your cabin class. Are you going on economy class, premium economy, business class, first class, or what? And you're an adult, okay, you have any children with you, all right. And here, okay, now you can search flights. Once you click search flights, all the flights will appear in front of you. You can choose whatever flight you want. You can go with the best or the cheapest or the fastest, but it's almost the same here. But of course the price will change depending on the destination, and also will change depending on the date. So let's click this flight, for example, and now will appear in front of us. Let's check the details of this flight. And for this flight, you can book it from different sites. You can book it directly from Skyscanner, or you can go to any of those sites to book it. But yeah, we will book it from Skyscanner. It is the cheapest anyway. Let's click book. But wait, before booking, let's see the details of each flight. Okay, it's a direct flight from Istanbul to Tbilisi, and it's a direct flight from Tbilisi to Istanbul. So by clicking on these arrows, you can see the details of each flight. Let's click book, and here you can see the dates. Okay, you're going, departure, okay, going, returning, and the date, and now click book. So once you click booking, your trip appears in front of you, and the total price appears in euros. Why? Because they set their prices here in euro in Skyscanner. So now you can see the details. Okay, you have one cabin page, you have one checked page. Now let's click next and see more about the details and the checkout. So in the end, what you need to do is to add a contact details, which is an email and a phone number, and after that you will have to add a traveler, which is your name, your middle name, your last name, and in the end you will have to click pay, and by clicking pay you can do your payment, and congratulations, you booked your flight. You will also need to provide a proof of accommodation. It could be a confirmed hotel reservation, or an invitation from a host in this country, or an invitation from an organization you are visiting in this country. For a hotel or hostel, an initial booking is acceptable, but in some minor cases you might need to provide a confirmed booking. And anyway, the name of your hotel must be mentioned, and the address and the contact number. But in case you are invited by a person, either the letter of invitation should be mailed directly to the embassy, or to be submitted by you, accompanied by a copy of the passport of that inviting person. There are different sites that you can use to book a hotel or a hostel, but let me show you a fast tutorial how to book your hostel from booking.com. So this is our site, booking.com. First you have to specify where are you going. Let's say I'm going to Istanbul. I want to have Istanbul. Okay, I'm traveling. Okay, for example, check in. Okay, let's say at that date, and check out, let's say at that date, and I want one adult, one room, and let's click search. All right, by clicking search, okay, they are giving me all the locations and they are giving me the price here in Egyptian pound. Let's assume I would like to change my currency. I will change my currency from here. I will choose USD dollars, and now the prices are here, USD dollars for the full period. Those things in this site will help you for your choice. You can filter by your budget or your popular filter or health and safety, whatever interests you more, star rating, whatever it is. But there is an interesting option here also, that you can arrange all of these things depending on price if you are a low budget traveling person. So we can rearrange it according to price lowest first, and let's see the price lowest first for the full period, and you can see that we are having very good prices in somehow okay good quality. Also we can see, also we can check for better quality. Okay, still good price for very good quality. Let's check availability. Okay, I like that one. It looks old and only 5 beds left at this price. So you are booking a bed in dormitory and 1 bunk bed. See availability. Once you click see availability, the whole apartment or the whole place appears in front of you. You can see all the details of this place, and you can here start choosing the availability, like you can like change the dates. And the most popular facilities here, that non-smoking rooms, free Wi-Fi, 24 hours, front desk, terrace, and heating also, because sometimes Istanbul gets very cold. They are also giving you here some selections, like for example bed in male dormitory room, and you can see all the details here, like okay, air conditioning, free Wi-Fi, shower, toilet, heating, hair dryer, and of course if you want any other option like comfort, double or twin room, or classic double or twin room, or standard travel room, whatever you want. But let's just go for the cheapest and select only one bed. You can select of course more than one bed, and they give you different things like free cancellations and no prepayment needed. You can pay directly at the property. So if you, in case you would like to cancel it, they are giving you a specific time and a specific date. In that date, till that date, you are free to, you can cancel this booking for free. Just click I will reserve. Once you click I will reserve, here you are filling your details. They are giving all the booking details. It is for 4 nights, and this price is $35. And here you will have to enter your details, all your details, and bed in male dormitory room. Okay, you'll have to give your full name, and if you have any special request or something, and also here give your arrival time. So you have just to review all these parts, and in the end you will click final details. By clicking final details, you will review again all your details and you will confirm your booking. Once your booking is confirmed, you will receive an email in your email like that, stating the check-in details and the check-out detail and the duration of a stay, the phone number and the address of the place, and all the details. And this is the page that you will have to print and take with you to the embassy while applying for the visa. Many countries also, especially the Schengen area countries, require you to provide a traveling insurance, and you have to be careful and to apply through the companies that are accepted officially in these countries. For example, in case for Schengen area countries, there are some certain specifications for this travel insurance, like the insurance coverage must be at least 30,000 euros, and in general cases you can can apply for this insurance online. Now let's look together as a travel insurance companies. Those are some travel insurance companies. You can use any of those websites to apply for the travel insurance, but since I know that travel insurance is a little bit confusing for most of people, I selected two companies and we will see together how to apply for travel insurance through those two companies. Applying for travel insurance is quite confusing for many people, but here I selected the site europeinsurance.eu, and let's see how to apply for travel insurance. First, you have to select your main destination in Europe, which is I selected France, the start date, the end date. Let's say you're just staying for 1 month and you want this insurance for 1 month, and here you write your date of birth, then get a quota. Okay, so now there are two types of travel insurance. The first one is basic, and it costs 19 euros per month, and it covers more than 60,000 euros, which is required because for travel insurance you have to apply for something more than or equals to 30,000 euros. So I will select this one, and here if you want to extend, but just let's keep it like that. For this basic one, I will select it over here, and now I will have to fill my details, the insured person, my name, and the policy holder also, if it is the same person, though the same also details, my own details, and important statements, just some statements, and in the end you will get to the payment. So this travel insurance which will cover more than 60,000 euros for 1 month, it's just only 19 euros. Let's check another site, which is axaschengen.com, which is quite expensive site. And here they give you different periods, like for Schengen low cost, Schengen Europe travel, Schengen multi-trip, get a quota. Okay, so for the prices here, okay, let's first you need to click get a quota over here for the cheapest one. Okay, and here they will ask you the Schengen low cost. They will ask you about the start date and the end date of your travel. So my first date is this one, all right, 12, and my last date, let's say, will be 11th of April, also for 1 month, and this one for 31 days. And it's a little bit, it's not a little bit expensive, it is expensive, and it covers only up to 30,000 euros. But you know, the difference is sometimes about the rate of the company, and also the categories they are covering in the travel insurance. But here I'm just showing you how to choose, how to apply, because choosing the category, the options is something depending on you. But many people are just having some problems. What is the travel insurance? How to apply through the travel insurance? So all these other details I will leave to you. I'm just showing you how to apply through the site and what is the real cost of the travel insurance. By saying 30,000 euros, we don't mean that you should have this balance in your bank or to prove that you have it, because some people think so, those who are not really having experience with travel insurance. Then here you click continue, and after you click continue, you click here for the subscriptions. You will have to fill all your details, and after filling your details you will make your payment, and in the end you will get a confirmation of your travel insurance. And that's how you apply for travel insurance through this website.